Good morning, Father's House Church. And anybody visiting us for the first time, you're live connected online with our Father's House Sunday service broadcast. It is just on 9:32. We will have 10 minutes or so of connecting. Grab a cup of coffee. I literally had some coffee in here a minute ago. Grab a cup of coffee or tea. Get your snacks or whatever you want done. Get the family in front of the TV. We go live on worship at 9:45. Give you a good opportunity for everybody to jump on board. Please comment and let us know where you're watching from, and also if this is your first time. So if it is your first time, please just say first on the comment section. We would love to be able to cheer you on and say, how's it? Normally we would offer you a cup of coffee, but we'll do that when we can get together live and in person. Alrighty, lots of people to say hello to. Tristan, good morning. Wanda, good morning. Vincent, you're first. Good morning, Antoinette, Matthew in Durban. Good morning, Diane in Bloemfontein. Good morning, Marla. Caleb, good morning to you, sir, on YouTube. Michael Collier, lovely to see you too. Awesome to see both our team and you, our family, connected online. Anthony Jacobs, good morning to you. Don's Frisch out in St. Francis Bay, and Utenag has just jumped on board. Rini, good morning to you too. Taylor, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Alzon Kotel, good morning. Enrico, good morning in Johannesburg. You're online right now. Linda Murray, hello. You've made it onto YouTube today, I see. Great. John Free, good morning. Jeffreys Bay represented in the house. Ruan, I'm assuming this text message is to tell me that you're online too. Let me just check. Good morning, the Fiat family. Hi, they're in Paul. Nice to see you. Thank you always for saying hello. Really appreciate it. Alrighty, Geraldine, good morning. Nice to see you. Jackson Chabalala, nice to see you. Tamlin, excellent. Thank you for joining. Well, thank you very much. Hello. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for saying hello. Vasaki. We're past the 220 connections mark, and so that gives us a good sense of an exciting morning as far as people being able to get online. Couple of things to share with you just while I have you and we're just chatting. It is level 3 lockdown in South Africa, and that does mean a few opportunities, not many, a couple of opportunities for church. So one or two things. Morning Denzel. A couple of things I wanted to say. Good morning, Priscilla and Centurion. About that, it means that you can contact us on the WhatsApp number I'm going to put up on your screen in a second. You can contact us for a pastoral visit or a pastoral appointment, face-to-face or mask-to-mask, as we've been joking. We've prepared 3 venues at the North End Mandela Bay facility, complying with all the sanitizing requirements, and you can do that. There is a drive-through experience, which I'm going to show you in a minute, that you can also be part of. Excuse me, I'm looking for the volume button. Drive-through experience for kids' church, and so if you were there this week, you'll know what I mean. It's on Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And there's a whole little drive-through experience, all compliant. Your kids will love it, and you take home a free pack of stuff you can do with your kids, and parents, you get a free cup of coffee too. So it'd be great if you would consider doing that. Just morning, Alex Wanja and the Wanja family in London. On Drive-Through Matters, I will be joining many of our staff at the North End facility in Port Elizabeth, straight after online church from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I am personally serving communion as a drive-through. You'll come in through one side, get to entrance 2, we affectionately call the nose. It's got a little bulkhead. I'll be under there. And if you would like a prayer, you just park next to the AstroTurf and you can pray there. You can sit on the pallets. Social distancing applies. We've got all the sanitizer there. And Red Band, our Coffee Barista Training Academy, will offer you a free cup of coffee too. So it all happens from 11 to 1. I gave it a good couple of hours because who knows, maybe a farmer wants to come from Potensi or from Kirkwood, or someone wants to come from Jeffreys Bay or Utenag, all those options, and we'll do it every week. So good morning, Daniel. Thank you very much for joining. And Tam, from Utenag. I'm sorry I haven't accepted your friend request yet. I'm full up on that page. I'll wait for someone to drop out and then I'll... Kayla, good morning. Antoinette. Armand, good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining. So, a couple of those things I think I've already shared with you, and I'll share a few more. Sorry, I need to find... there we go. I need to find the buttons here. They're turning me into a DJ, everybody, at my ripe old age of 39. I'm joking. Alida, good morning. Ziva, good morning to you too. Thank you very much for joining. Have you invited some friends? If you're on Facebook, what you do is you share it as a watch party. And then those on your Facebook page, but not on Father's House, will see it. If you're on YouTube, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to hit 6,000 today, and hit the notification bell so you can get all the info you might need whenever we go live. If you're watching this later than live, you could skip the first 10 or 15 minutes and go straight to the worship, and 15 minutes of worship, then 20 minutes of message, and then it'll wrap up. So if you don't feel like this kind of stuff. Craig, Teresa, good morning. Out in Belito, nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Twaita, I see you too this morning. Great to have you on board. Pauline, thank you for joining. I'm sure your daughter is online here too somewhere. Louise, I see you. Thank you for joining. Monique Bester, wonderful to have you on. Colin, morning, sir. Thank you for joining us too. Now, while you're logging on, getting ready, people settled in. I noticed, by the way, let me just check my stats here. I noticed that the majority of you are on YouTube, actually. So that means you're probably watching on a TV device, smart TV. Great to have you watching with your family. The rest of you on Facebook, wonderful. So lockdown level 3, you can talk to a pastor in person. WhatsApp number for that, phone number, it's the same number. It is appearing on the screen. Oops, it's going to appear on the screen in a minute. And you're able to do that. The second thing you're able to do is go to a kids' church drive-through experience. I think you'll absolutely love it. So will your kids. I showed a little clip about that. I'll do it again. Dwayne, good morning. You got a cup of tea with you. Thank you for joining. And then also there's communion drive-through after church online every Sunday. And we're just trusting God for a whole bunch of people to come out. We'll do a prayer if you'd like a prayer. I'll serve you communion, and we'll get connected. Pastors Brian and Eleanor, great. Awesome to have you with us. Thank you very much for joining. Always a pleasure. So, Mark Stafford, good morning, sir. Madler, good morning to you all. Our team, Nikki. Thank you for joining, Nikki, and Kelly Dillon. Nice to see you too. So, with that in mind, we have a couple of minutes to go, 5 minutes. I wanted to ask you, have you heard Vincent and the team's latest original song, Sweet? Well, it's available on all platforms, so you can go and have a listen. There's also a YouTube, our YouTube channel. It's there with the words, the lyrics. So you might want to have a look at that. Morning, Debbie. So if you haven't yet, I think you should. It's incredible. And that number has just appeared on the screen a minute ago. I hope you took a moment to write down. It's on our website too and on all our social media platforms, everybody. So grateful to be able to do church with you this way for now. But if you were around on Thursday, you will have experienced this. If you weren't around this Thursday, why don't you come this coming Thursday? Bring your kids, all ages. You'll arrive in the north end. This is only for Mandela Bay. We'll figure out the stuff out. You arrive in the facility. You get greeted at the gate with a bit of foam spray, a little happy face or smiley face or heart. You get offered a cup of coffee. You get to park in front of the AstroTurf while the team dances a familiar song with familiar faces. And then on your way out, you get a pack that you can take home to do with your kids during church. So a wonderful experience. And I hope that you will come on Thursday. And then, of course, today, after church, I'm already literally keys in hand, I don't know, sunglasses, I don't know. It's all here. I will be at the North End facility together with a lot of the staff and team. We'll be there serving you communion and praying with you. Marissa, good morning. Thank you for joining. Stephen, good morning. Thank you for joining from Bloemfontein. Is it Stephen and Jolene? Good morning. And Rochelle, thank you for commenting on Sweet. It is indeed a wonderful song. Henny Brits, good morning to you, sir, in Jeffreys Bay. Cameron Perry, thank you for joining. I'll need you in a minute. I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell a story and I just need you to confirm that you were present. Gareth, good morning. Thank you for joining. Odette, I see you. With a moment or two to go, I've already reminded you, let me just check on all my announcements here. I've already reminded you of the level 3 lockdown opportunities that we have as a church. I also want to remind you that tonight, the young adults, you're sort of 18 plus, you are on live at 6 p.m. It's called hashtag the 6 p.m. We started it at the beginning of the year. And I think it's absolutely worth it to consider watching it. So join us if you're a young adult 18 to 40. Lizanne, thank you for joining us. Celeste, I see you. Thank you. Clarkstorp in form of Carol. Good morning, Clarkstorp. Nice to see you too. I agree. Our kids' church absolutely rocks. Nozipo, I see you too. Kids' church department absolutely rocks. Can't believe the quality of what they put together and how everybody responded to it. It worked brilliantly, everybody. It absolutely worked brilliantly. And so, reminder of the 6 p.m., reminder of communion and connection. There'll be a bit of music playing. I think Vince will be playing something. There'll be a bit of coffee available, which we'll give away. And there'll be communion, which I'll be serving you, and pastors to pray with you. It's a vibe. You might want to come through. That's in the Mandela Bay, Port Elizabeth North End space, morning, Swartkorps, Karen. And looking forward to being able to do that with you as we progress towards better than normal. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Not back to normal, better than normal. But I'll explain it. I'm going to get ahead. Good morning to you. Mariska is so encouraging the hashtag 6 p.m. So is Cameron Perry. Jump on board, everybody. You are going to absolutely love it. If you're wondering about verses for today, I'm going to talk a little bit out of a familiar verse, Isaiah 40:31. They that wait upon the Lord. I'm going to talk a little bit out of John 16, verse 7. Those two verses, I know some people would be keen. Good morning, Pretoria. Starsky Williams, good morning. I'm glad that you've jumped on more. Lungista, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Who else do I recognize? Melissa Mudley, good morning. Awesome to have you. Thank you, Teresa, for joining us too. Well, it's 9:44 and some change, almost 9:45. In a moment, we're going to go to worship. You can turn up the volume. It'll be 15 minutes long. A couple of songs, including Sweet, our new original release from Father's House. And then at 10 o'clock, I'm going to share a word with you that I believe God's put on my heart for you and for all of us as far as where we're headed to next. Sibahle, good morning to you too. Well, as we've hit 9:45, get ready for a great, spiritually moving download of worship. Here it is, everybody.
Hello, Father's House. We're glad you could join us for worship today.
Hey, here we go.
When I'm hopeless, when I'm undone, when the earth shakes, the earth quakes, in the battle, in the struggle, Holy Spirit, I will trust in your ways. Oh, oh, Holy Spirit, I will trust in your ways. And even if I don't feel it now, my hope is a promise in who you say you are. And even if I don't see it now, I know that when life is not good, still you are. When there is fire in the desperate hour, I'm not anxious, you're close. I'll walk on water, never mind the thunder. Holy Spirit, I will trust in your ways. And even if I don't feel it now, my hope is a promise in who you say you are. And even if I don't see it now, I know that when life is not good, still you are everything good. Moves to the rhythm of your love, of your love. Everything good moves to the rhythm of your love, of your love. Whoa, oh, everything good, everything good. Oh, everything good, everything good. And even if I don't feel it now, my hope is a promise in who you say you are. And even if I don't see it now, I know that when life is not good, still you are. And even if I don't feel it now, my hope is a promise in who you say you are. And even if I don't see it now, I know that when life is not good, still you are. I know that when life is not good, still you are. I know. Oh, oh. I know that when life is not good, still you are. I know that when life is not good, still you are. I know. I know that when life is not good, still you are. You were love at the beginning, the one who was and will always be love. You alone are my desire. Oh, I have tasted and I have seen. Who goes back to bed on a tasted sweet, sweet love? Who goes back to bed on a tasted sweet, sweet love? Every minute, every hour you carry me, there is not a place your love won't reach you close, so close. Every high and every low you're holding me, God, in every moment you're leading me in love, sweet love. And my God is love, perfect love. And my God is love, perfect love. Every moment you were with me, you were here no matter where I go. Love. On the summit in the valleys, you were nearer than I could have known. Who goes back to bed on a tasted sweet, sweet love? Who goes back to bed on a tasted sweet, sweet love? Every minute, every hour you carry me, there is not a place your love won't reach you close, so close. Every high and every low you're holding me, God, today, Father's house. And we look forward to worshiping with you one day, all together in this wonderful room. And for now, we hope this is a blessing to you and a refreshing time to you. Over to Pastor George, who will share the message with us. Have a wonderful Sunday. Cheerio.
How incredible is that? I'm convinced that the worship is getting a little too short. How's about a clap on the comment section, and we want more if you'd like our team to add to that. Well, before I get going on the conversation, I have a couple of things to share. My two fur kids, the pit bulls, are in the room. I'm trying to convince them to stay for the message. But for some reason, they stand perfectly still for worship and get totally disruptive for me. Well, that's okay. A couple of things to share with you before we get going on the conversation. Firstly, hashtag the 6 p.m. Tonight at 6 p.m., young adults are going live for a conversation, an encouragement, a challenge. Kids, hey, no. Hi, why are you being disruptive? I need you to settle down, my boy. I need you to settle down. So hashtag the 6 p.m. I wish I could tell you I planned that. Hashtag the 6 p.m. And then the second thing I wanted to say is that on Thursdays, we've been enjoying this experience as of this week. Kids Church drive-through. So you can come, experience a bit of worship, get a bit of support and encouragement, grab a cup of coffee free of charge, and kids pack that you can take home also free, so that you can make the most of your level 3 lockdown. So great to see you all willing and keen to jump on board for that. I hope you'll consider coming this Thursday. In fact, the third thing I wanted to share with you is that straight after this service, I'm going to be in our Mandela Bay PE North End facility from 11 to 1 for communion, drive-through style. Come in on one side, grab a free coffee from Red Band, have some communion, park next to the AstroTurf if you would like some prayer or a conversation with one of the pastors, and we'll keep doing that every Sunday until we're allowed to meet together. The last thing to mention before we get going on the message, if you've got your Bible with you, it's in Isaiah, a very well-known passage of scripture.